Hello, I am currently 164.2. Well, at least I haven't gone up, huh? What did I eat today? I had a bacon, egg, sausage, and cheese sandwich using keto bread. I had sour blobs, a special type of low carb candy that's mostly made of tapioca fiber syrup and lots of fiber. Yeah, it gave me the runny doos. I also ate a piece of steak for dinner with a sauce on it that was homemade. And I remember having some Chalk Zero Peppermint Crunch chocolate that I got off of Amazon that came in the mail today. It was pretty good. I liked it. Although, the way they put the peppermint in there, they did in these shards of peppermint. Like it tasted like they put like some kind of peppermint lollipop in there. And don't worry, this didn't have any sugar in it. It had monk fruit in it instead, which is a keto-friendly sweetener. But I didn't really like the texture. I liked the chocolate. I thought the chocolate actually tasted quite good. But the candy texture inside the chocolate felt mismatched to me. I wasn't a fan of it. Yeah. And I had some tea and coffee as well. That's pretty much what I ate today. Well, did I exercise? I went for a 25-minute walk around the neighborhood. That's really nothing, but I mean, hey, it's something. It's not nothing, but it's not a lot. Okay, short daily summary. Let's get into it. When I woke up, I turned on the television and I decided to watch this guy who goes by the name The Dom talk about three different videos that were, talk about the original book Wicked, the Broadway play Wicked, and how it differs from the book, and the movie Wicked, and how that differs from the Broadway play. As you can tell, I've been on quite a Wicked kick. I gotta be honest though, I think I'm pretty much had my fill of it. Like, I think I don't really want to see anything Wicked related ever. At least until the part 2 movie comes out. I'll watch that. And after that, I don't think I'm ever gonna want to see anything Wicked ever again. Or if not then, at least for a really long time. Because I have been so immersed in like the background and the story and everything about it that like I feel like anything and everything you could possibly ever get out of that story you have. So that's why I'm like, this is it for me, no more. But even so, after watching all of those videos, which each of them were like 25 minutes by the way, I watched a guy for 57 minutes talk about why he disliked the Wicked movie and why he thought the play was better. And you know, even though I said I was sick of the story because I've been just absorbing it for like a week and a half non-stop, something about how enthusiastic and interested the guy was in talking about the subject matter he was covering made me engaged. Like, I was like, wow, this guy seems to really understand the subtext and know his stuff with what he's talking about. I wish I remember the name of the YouTube channel I was watching, because if I did, I'd totally give him a shout out right now, but I don't, so sorry. Yeah. Then I remember I was greeting my mom when she arrived. She asked me if I was interested in like a salad. I said no, thank you. She said she would be marinating steaks, and then she'd do her job afterwards, and she'd return. After which, I decided to work on an adaptation of the video game Earthbound Beginnings using a mixture of ChatGPT's ImageGen 04 technology and what was the other thing? Samsung's image editing software and Lua Minimax. And I was able to make like 2 minutes and 34 seconds of footage over the course of 7 hours. Yeah. At least I think it was 7 hours. Actually, yeah. It was probably way longer than that. Yeah, crazy stuff. But there's something so addicting, I have to admit, about finding that perfect generated scene that you've been looking for, and then taking it and putting it on your timeline, and then seeing it all play out so perfectly to the point where you're like, wow, this is great. But then you remember it took you like 50 tries to finally get that one shot, and you just burned through all of your credits. So yeah. And I did. I burned through all of my Lua Minimax credits, and I really don't want to spend for any more credits. And if I do, I'd wait like an entire month before ever deciding to dive back into that project again, because that really ate away at my, like, you know, time. I just, you know, generating the images, then asking the program to make them move, not getting the results I wanted, describing what went wrong with ChatGPT 5, or just 5, about it, and getting a new generated written prompt to put into Lua Minimax, and then just doing that over and over again until I finally got something that I was happy with. Yeah, it was ridiculous, but now, hopefully now that I'm out of those creds, it's over, so I can just focus on, you know, doing my own thing now. It was fun, but too much. Anyways, after working on that project for a ridiculously long time, and then adding some cool old-timey like film grain filters and color toning it to make it look like an old movie, because I like the idea of taking like an old game from like the 1980s and then turning it into like a live action movie, and then making it look like how it would have looked had it come out back in the time it was released. I think that's like a really cool, interesting, and fun idea. And plus, like a lot of films that I enjoy that were like fantasy adventure films came out in the 80s that I watched on home video as a kid back when I was like younger, and DVDs ruled the world. Now it's streaming, but honestly it's kind of scary people are okay with giving up their rights to their media for corporate slop, but oh well. Opinions, watch out, I've got a lot. Anywho, moving on. I'm not saying everything that gets released on streaming is corporate slop. Only like stuff on Disney Plus. Okay, not all of it. You know, I hear Andor's really good. And you know, there's probably a few other good things on there, but I don't want to subscribe to that service after hearing about what happened with the guy who lost his wife and then tried to sue Disney, and then them saying there was a stipulation in the Disney Plus contract that made him trying to sue them null and void. A company who does that does not deserve your money. No. You're signing your self-respect away when you do that. It's pretty bad. Anywho, enough of that long rant. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. Well, anyways, after that long whole video gen session, I decided to relax by watching a video of a guy talking about his comparison between Moana, the original film, and Moana 2, and what he likes and dislikes about each film. I only got like a good 10 minutes into it. It was made by the same guy who compared the Wicked musical to the Wicked movie. So it was very well done and very engaging and interesting to watch. After that, I was getting a little antsy, like I hadn't moved a lot. So I decided to go for a good walk around the neighborhood for a while. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, I did do a little bit of financial digging with Google's AI chatbot. I didn't give away any personal information. I was just asking about different ideas and things. So yeah, there you go. Anyways, and then I went for a walk around the neighborhood. Before I left to say goodbye to my sister because she was on her way to her job. And when I got back, I felt like I hadn't really done anything super productive today, so I decided to take out a notebook and listen to a guy talk about productivity and then write and take notes about what makes a person productive. Lots of interesting things he said, like, your time is extremely precious, especially when you're at your most alert and most productive. Guard it like your life depends on it. Be ruthless with what you choose to spend your energy on. And don't put your attention on multiple different things at once. Put your focus on at most 5 things for the day, but choose the number one most important task first and just get that one done. Fully hone in, focus. Don't even pay attention to anything but that task. So advice like that. And I'd say it was a pretty good advice overall, I would say. All right, well, after watching that and taking some notes on it in my handy dandy little notebook, my mom arrived. She decided it was time for dinner, so I decided to put the steaks on the grill outside, cooked them until they were fork tender in the middle. Then we had our steaks with a sauce that my mom made with water. And then we watched some historical documentaries on the TV. One about an old Afghanistan temple that was carved in a mountain, which was pretty interesting. And then my mom wanted to watch a documentary where a guy was trying to prove how religion and science can work together. So that was pretty interesting. And then after that, I decided to make a little AI video with my mom where she floats up into the room and flies away. And we sent it in to our friends and family. We thought it was pretty fun. And then after that, my mom went to sleep. Then I decided to take my vitamins. And then I just kind of got caught up with doing some more video generation with the Minimax. I said I spent a long time doing it before. Well, I decided to spend even more time doing it right when I should have went to bed. And now that I'm all out of credits, well, now it's time to make this video and tell you that's pretty much it. I think after I'm done recording this, I'm gonna go to sleep, and yeah, that's all she wrote. Thanks for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.